What's up YouTube? Welcome to another video. I honestly think about making those kind of tea time talky videos every Sunday because they don't take that much time to edit in comparison to my other videos, and sometimes I like to make those talky videos and some of you really seem to enjoy them. So today I'm not drinking tea because it's like 40 fucking degrees Celsius in my room and I'm dying and I'm sweaty as fuck, but you can't really see it. Plain, I'm trying to do a video. Are you fucking serious? So, I asked you guys on my last tea time video what kind of tea time video do you want to see, and I got a lot of requests. I will get into each of them in a video, but I thought I would start off with something I myself always wanted to do, is to go through old pictures and see my hair and style evolution and how I find confidence during that time, and I really hope that this kind of video can help some of you. Okay, let's start off with the first picture. Some people wouldn't even recognize me, I think. This is in 2009. I was 12 years old and I already started to kind of dye my hair when I was 12 years old. I still had black hair, but I had little straws of blonde in it because my mother wouldn't allow me to dye my hair completely, so it's like, okay, let me at least get those. She allowed me to do that. To my outfits, what I wore at that time is I usually wore hoodies, a t-shirt, and as you can see I combined it with a yin and yang necklace. I always told my mom I want to dress like a boy because in kindergarten I had no female friends, because when I grew up I was always playing with cars, I was playing in dirt, and all the girls didn't like me because they think I behave like a boy, and this is what society tells girls to do. You have to play with Barbies, you have to play with dolls, and this is what I didn't do when I was little, so they did not like me. And I only had male friends, and so I wanted to dress like them, and this continues in elementary school, and then we have in Germany Gymnasium, which is from the 5th grade on. I always wanted to dress like a boy. This is in 2011. I wanted my hair to be brighter, so I kind of dyed them brown. They look very orange in this pic, but they were brown. I still had my blonde little streaks of hair, and I was still wearing hoodies and a t-shirt. And this continues in 2011. At that time, I was a very shy and cute girl. I wouldn't say not confident, but I don't know, I was just rather shy and rather quiet. Then I started later in 2011 to dye my hair red, and first of all they were like kind of dark red. I was slowly getting into punk music and post-hardcore metal and music like that. I thought this whole emo thing was pretty cool, so I dressed like this. I was wearing a lot of red and black stripes. Whenever we bought clothes, I always told my mom I want red and black things. I was always wearing either Vans or Converse. Then I've got my first DSLR, and this is the first picture I took with it. Some of you may not remember, but back then, MySpace days, it was very popular to make those raw pictures and then make cute faces like this, and this is what I did. And my caption to this was, "This is how I look when I'm fat," and I blew my cheeks like this. I was starting to getting my emo hair. This hair, guys, I probably spent like 20 euros every month for hairspray. It doesn't matter what kind of wind or snow or fucking rain it was outside, my hair would stay like this the entire day. I sleep, I wake up, the hair is still like this. This is how much hairspray I put in my hair. I took this picture because you can see my whole outfit. It was literally like shirt, some kind of shorts, and then Converse. And then I dyed my hair dark violet. I was slowly getting a little better in makeup. I was starting to do this kind of wing. I had no idea how to use eyeshadow. I was only using eyeliner. By the way, this nose ring is fake. I was using a little bit of chapstick or lipstick on my lips, like also on this one. This was a little later when the violet was slowly washing out and it was getting brighter. I thought this hair color was pretty cool though. On this picture, guys, on Tumblr, fucking 600 something reblogs. I was lit on Tumblr back then. I got like 11 to 50 messages every day. Girl, how do you get Asian black hair to this color. And still today I get a lot of questions, how do you dye your hair? This hasn't changed since 2011. I took this picture as well because you can see my outfit. It was mostly black and I was wearing Vans. I was starting to use eyeshadow, but I had no idea how to do it. So I was using black eyeshadow and I smeared it around my eye and thought it looked cool, but I look like a fucking panda. You can see this is one of the first pictures with my septum piercing. I pierced on my own. I do not recommend that to anyone. Please, young girls, don't do that, or young boys. It doesn't matter, okay? Just don't do that. I was young and stupid. And then I dyed them dark red, as you can see in this picture. I wore a lot of band shirts. This is a band shirt I was wearing. Then I started to get more into Photoshop. This was all drawn with eyeliner and I thought that was pretty cool. I posted it on Tumblr. It also got like 300 something reblogs. Then my hair was getting a little brighter. You can still see I was not very good at makeup. And then I dyed my hair bright red. Then my Facebook blew up. I got like 1,000 something likes on every Facebook picture I posted because everyone thought that my hair was so nice. This was like the time I got the most confidence, I would say, because when I had this bright red emo hair, I went to a lot of meetups because back then we had those emo meetups. I don't know if there are still meetups like this. A friend at that time took me there and I was getting bullied in school, so I had no confidence at all because I was bullied in school. I only had a few friends in school and this one took me to one of those meetups, and then I've met a lot of people that were so nice. They were curious about where I'm from because many of them like to watch, for example, anime, and they were very interested in Asian culture in general. They were asking me, how do you do your hair like this? It's very difficult to dye your hair from black Asian hair to this, and they really liked the way I do my eyeliner, and I got so many nice compliments. And then I realized people aren't that bad and there are very friendly, nice people out there. I just started to talk to everyone and it was one of the best times in my life. I also stretched my lobes. I only had like 12 millimeters, which wasn't that much. Can't see it anymore. It's just a little. Sometimes I can stick 2 earrings in it because it's still quite big, but I can't really see it anymore. This picture is kind of exception because this makeup and this hair was done by a friend and this is not how I would do it myself. But this picture got 2,000 or 3,000 reblogs on Tumblr and was pretty famous on Tumblr. My style was quite, I would say, cute at that time, and I was wearing a lot of band shirts, nothing too special, just band shirts, jeans and Vans or Chucks. And then I did not identify myself with this whole emo thing anymore, and I was like, okay, it's time to go on. And later in 2012 I dyed my hair like this. And what I did was I dyed my hair completely brown and then put bleach in the ends. At the beginning it actually looked very horrible because it had red undertones, and when I bleached it, it became brassy orange and yellow, and some people say, oh, you have a German flag hair, because it was like dark on the roots and then it became orange and then yellow. For some people this looked like a German flag. I was still wearing band shirts and I slowly started to try out different things, like for example you can see here I had those round sunglasses. I was still wearing my septum piercing. Gloves, I don't know where they are. I'm looking for those gloves for ages. And I started to put a little color in the ends of my hair. Like here, the pink. I don't know why I didn't put the pink in my entire hair. And some things I tried I kinda would never wear today. For example, those Galaxy leggings I bought in Gina Tricot. I think they look kinda, I don't know, I would never wear that again. Those glasses were cool though, I still have them. I actually also paint like little crosses on my nails, and I was very, very inspired by all the... I was too much on Tumblr, I guess. Some people will call me a hipster Tumblr girl at that time. 2012, guys, 2012. And I was already quite confident at that time. In 2012, I went to a lot of festivals. Some people I've met in 2012 are some of our best friends today. Like, for example, Emilia, you see very often in my vlogs. I met her 2012. I made so many good friends. I was still quite Facebook and Tumblr famous at that time. This picture got like 1,500 reblogs on Tumblr. and also 2,000 likes on Facebook back then. And I lost a shit ton of weight in 2012 because of very bad hypothyroidism. This is a picture my sister make. I still haven't fully figured out how to do my makeup. As you can see, it's still very panda eyes. Oh god. I made a lot of pictures like this. As I told you, I was getting into Photoshop, and this is actually pretty horrible. You can see it in the background. It looks just... many people liking it. 2,500 likes on Facebook. No joke, guys. I still had those band shirts from back then, and I was wearing a lot of high-waisted shorts, which I still think are cool. Not this pair. I don't wear this pair at all anymore. This picture... 1,000 something reblogs on Tumblr. 2013 and 2012 was like this whole hipster wave, and everyone was so into it, and I thought this whole grunge thing was super cool. I kind of wanted to dress like this. One of my biggest inspirations was Luana Paris, if you know her from Lookbook, with this red ombre hair she had. I was kind of copying her style, and I don't think that's something bad, because sometimes you take another person as your idol or style idol at that time, and then start off by kind of copying some of her styles, and then find out what you like, and then you have some kind of direction to go. It's just one way to try something out. I don't think it's bad to have inspirations. You can see how skinny I was at that time. I was 10 kilograms underweight, which was not healthy, but I couldn't do anything. It's very flat-chested. This took a lot of my confidence, because I thought back at that time that all girls with no boobs are not attractive, which I do not think anymore, but yeah, that was me 3 years ago. Also in 2013, I was slowly getting rid of all the colors in my wardrobe, because I wanted to put different hair colors in my ombre. You can see I had silver blue, I had purple, I had turquoise. Oh god, you can see how skinny I was. And I wore a lot of overknees and creepers and Doc Martens at that time. Then I put in red, and then back to purple, silver. I always wear black and white, because then it doesn't matter what kind of color I have in my hair, it will still look good. This is what I thought. I was selling all my old clothes with color in, and it's still kind of my style today. Like, I have mostly black clothes, some denim, gray, and some pastel colors, but it's mostly black and white. This was later in 2013. I was still very into those high-waisted shorts. I still have this shirt, I would still wear it, but probably not in this combination. But my hair was getting very, very long, as you can see. This isn't too bad, I think. This was also in 2013. I really like this yin and yang dress and beanies. I wore a lot of beanies. Always wore sneakers. I was not very into heels besides platform shoes, because I was already quite tall, and I always thought that I was too tall when I was wearing heels, and I think they were uncomfortable, and I always get blisters on my feet when I wear them, so I was always wearing sneakers. I wore this hair like for 1.5 years, and then in 2014 I went to Shanghai, and I told the hairdresser, because the hairdresser in Shanghai is a lot cheaper than in Germany. When you dye your hair in Germany, it will probably, like this long hair, it will probably cost you 300 or 400 euros, and in Shanghai it's a lot cheaper. So I made it in Shanghai, and I told him I want my ombre refreshed, and I wanted to be very high, so he almost dyed my hair completely blonde besides this section of roots. This is not a very typical outfit for me. This was in Shanghai because it was so extremely hot, and this was the only shirt that was not dirty. Still sneakers, jeans, shorts, and some shirt. I was more into comfortable clothing. This dress I still have, and this is already kind of my style today. Denim, black cap, and braids I really like. And on here you can see my hair. I only took this picture because you can see my hair. This is clothing I was wearing when I was going to bed, so this is not a very typical outfit for me. What I really didn't like was when I had a ponytail or when I had a bun, then it looks fucking weird because my roots were black, and then my ponytail looked like it was glued on my head because it was blonde. You know what I mean? So in the same year, just 3 months after the Chinese hairdresser refreshed my ombre, I dyed them myself completely blonde. It's such a stupid thing to say though, but when I dyed my hair blonde, I thought like I fucking found myself, because this is the hair color I felt the most confident and the most comfortable with. I'm not saying you have to dye your hair blonde in order to feel comfortable, but after trying so many things out, that moment when I dyed my hair blonde, I was like, I think I have found the style that I like the most and I feel the most comfortable with. Then I experimented a lot with colored contacts. I really like the colors gray and blue. Some people like, you look like a fucking Barbie, you don't look Asian anymore, but I thought it was cool to experiment with this kind of stuff because I was trying to show kind of like I'm a Chinese person, but I grew up in Europe and I want to show people the mix that is inside me and represent this kind of mixture in my style, and this is what I was trying to do. This is pretty much my style today. I wore a lot of 6-panel caps, I wear a lot of black and white, and also snapbacks. All the shirts that you are seeing here are all men's section shirts. This is 2015. And then later in 2015, I was like, okay, I am blonde, so I can literally put everything I want in my hair. So I put very spontaneously, as I saw that I still have pink. So I dyed my hair pastel pink and then wore that for half a year, and then this is my latest hair color in 2016. This is my current hair color in style timeline. The most confidence I got in my red hair emo time, and when I went to those emo meetups, I had this one friend and she would help me to start a conversation with someone, and when you start talking and you get more and more into the conversation, and you will slowly realize that it isn't that difficult to talk to people, it's just difficult to make the first step. And I really hope for you that you will do this first step, and then the rest is just kind of like practicing. After a couple of times of you doing that, you will get more and more confident. This is what I believe in, and this is how I got to this person that I am today. I met a lot of people on festivals and on those emo meetups, and I don't regret a single second of it, because I have some very, very cool, some very weird memories I can do, for example, story times about. I hope you liked this video. I hope this was interesting. It was a very long video. I don't know how to cut it because right now the raw data is 31 minutes long. See you in the next video.